check it out, man. It's the best day of my life. The MC Paul Barman full length is finally out. Yeah. I only had to wait 6 years, but it's here, man. It's here. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
So begins the most amazing career in newspaper history.
What will we do when we have our own kids? Give them 12-year bids just after the bars come off the cribs? Work within the system? Make them listen to the darkest lecture in the architecture of a prison full of purity guards. Security guards is sure to be hard. Rush hurriedly to the yard. Back to school nights or visitation rights. And boredom is the warden. They'd be less ignored in private schools, but can you afford them? And even then they're fair to middling. They fiddled with the mates' diddles, and now they got the riddling. ADD, another dumb doctor's complicity. I'm about to substitute teach, no TRACT. So when the states fail and they can't make bail, we'll hold a jailbreak / fake bake sale. Slow on the uptake, well below in this cupcake there's a file mile wide with the reviled style.
Maybe you ought to sing your praises more, boss.
Sing? Did you say sing? Yeah, of course.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Current events, comparison, contrast, cause and effect, embarrass and bombast. 5 paragraphs, each start with a topic sentence or hook for papa sentence. So much plop, of course people stop attendance, and this court loves to drop defendants. Let me leave an illusion dispelled. 98% of the graduates matriculate cause the other ones got expelled. And then you know where they go.
Meanwhile, at police headquarters.
Check it out now. We could rehab-educate with art, but we ain't got paints. You can take your budgetary constraints and fudge it up your hairy taste. That means you, principal asswipe. You were worse for class than grass or sass in a glass pipe. This isn't hyperbole, it's reality verbally. And we don't want weekends, we need every day between. If you might die when you're 20, then you're old when you're 15. I know, I'll reopen the Black Mountain School and bring back to us the abacus as a counting tool. Y'all know what time it is, this is my Bauhaus. We run around when it's nice out and nobody kowtows.
Oh, there's nothing he can't do. Oh, there's nothing he can't do. Oh, there's nothing he can't do. He's the one and only.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
On the flip side, rapper MC Paul Barman proclaims himself an unappealing mess and proud of it. Barman cheerfully admits that any girl who wants to get with him should expect bad sex and slapstick, and that he fantasizes lusty adventures because he doesn't have any in real life. All he gets is grief. He disrespects himself. Nobody remembers his name. Even his own fantasies put him down.
Hey, baby, do you know who I am?
Change the game. I started rhyming when the radio was unbearably lame. Rappers are in danger. Depression is closely followed by delusions of grandeur. I think about all the pube I got while reading the Rubaiyat and make babies in bunny slippers with the JBs rocking the honey drippers.
Hey, baby, do you know who I am?
Cock Mobster! It's a porn utopia, a cornucopia of warm fallopia. Cock Mobster! My dandy voice makes the most anti-choice dry, thereby getting more hair pie. I want to fire blanks and Tyra Banks. I like shorn quim lasses with horn-rimmed glasses, but Cindy Crawford offered. I would keep a tidy room for Heidi Klum. I'm immersed in Kirstie Alley's thirsty valley. I would snore or sleep on Laura Prepon. Shall I keep on? I would feel the pubis of Mila Kunis. I've seen the trim of Tina M. I crunch Tandy Newton like a Candy Cruton, and I'll disrobe Lisa Loeb. I want a smelly slice of Kelly Price, plus get with the hairy scar of Terry Garr. Lisa Bonet, I'd like a piece of your day. I would jizz early inside Liz Hurley. Inside Liz Hurley. Inside Liz Hurley.
Hey, baby. Do you know who I am?
Cock Mobster! It's a porn utopia, a cornucopia of warm fallopia. Cock Mobster! My dandy voice makes the most anti-choice granny's panties moist. I'm a brainiac with a veiny sack resting on the brow of Erica Eleniak. Dude. Yeah. She almost shrank off when I said take your top tank off. I draw 1,000 times better than Robert Mankoff. I'm very proprietary of Mariah Carey, but she wants some silly cut up with Billy Crudup's butter. I'm the most lonely fella without Tony Isabella. I'm truly the hero of Julie Shapiro, but I'm sure to spill sperm in Laura Silverman. I'm sticking taxing long things in Maxine Hong Kingston, which brings in Amy Tan. She said, lay me mon. Cynthia Ozick takes off her clothes quick and likes exposed brick. I want to slip my slim sword in Kim Gordon. Letitia Costa is easily the boss-ya. Sigourney Weaver has a thrashing horny beaver. I'm having intercourse while listening to Winter Wars. Winona Ryder, going inside her. I want to get out of the whole width of Anna Nicole Smith. I want Tracy Bingham and a Lacey Thingham. I made Tawny Welch's Punani Fell. Should tell her mommy belched. Cock Mobster! It's a porn utopia, a cornucopia of warm fallopia. Cock Mobster! My dandy voice makes the most anti-choice granny's panties moist.
Man, I remember Freezy Freakies. Trying to do illustrations for cheesy weeklies. Everything was peachy keen until I developed that Nietzsche spleen. I'm gonna take a lackadaisical ride on my back in the daysicle. Old Paul gave rap a cold call. The Caucasoid had the whole blockanoid. It took big Hilda gold balls to smile at terror and trial and error. High school was horse crap. The format was a forced nap without the floor mat. It's pure and simple edutainment. Rap needed an SG Paul B, so I became it at a faster pace. Left the pastor race, met Master Ace just south of Astor Place. If it's not hip-hop, is it the opposite? Rap is scary, about to go pop a zit or bust a capillary. But I'm not a square, I'm the monolith, the guy girl god in the sauna with. Yet completely alone in the hairiest industry known. Besides the mafia, my beeper fell off just about loop under the train and I destroyed my cell phone because I self-own. Old Paul gave rap a cold call. The Caucasoid had the whole blockanoid. It took big Hilda gold balls to smile at terror and trial and error. People repping clones accuse me of using rap as a stepping stone. I thought about this crap when I was schlepping home. It's cause I went for the laugh, cause I'm not from the Ave, cause I target the fans that you wish you didn't have. Had I made a mockery of a culture like the Choco Taco? Was I to rap as France was to Morocco? Was I rap, France, Morocco? Old Paul gave rap a cold call. The Caucasoid had the whole blockanoid. It took big Hilda gold balls to smile at terror and trial and error. And it was a trial by fire. I smiled at liars with dorsal fins. Went home to the porcelain throne. Of course I'll win. Managed by a mean gambler, commits coup d'etat to buy ad size disguised as a screen scrambler. Photo fofo scratching our gold record, yo-yo, make that platinum. I'll Hirschfeld did the cover. My lover laughed on my hovercraft and gave me new ideas for another draft. I changed up my flow, but my brain was cold stew. I pressed Control Q in full view of my old crew. Instead of hustling cameos and picking out Grammy clothes, I make stuffed animals and placements as my family grew. I dropped out of this foolish world and married a Jewish girl, and we had 5 kids, and we all loved each other. The end. The gold balls and a smile at terror and trial and error. Old Paul gave rap a cold call. The Caucasoid had the whole blockanoid. It took big gilded gold balls to smile at terror and trial and error.
Does anything particular come to mind?
A great deal. First of all, he had a tremendous sense of humor.
Yes.
He never took himself very seriously. And I remember the first time I said to him very fearfully that I might hurt him, I said, you just sang a 16th note instead of an 8th note. He says, who cares about a 16th note? It doesn't mean anything to me. He says, I don't even think about it. He had a lovely, lovely wife.
Let's have a discussion about busing larval racists to the ghetto, make them let go their carpal braces, bronze them, and then mount them to a plaque. So where's the outer city? I believe inner city means black. Did you know both black women and Jewesses both wore wigs? What a coinky-dink! I'll put my hands down their pants and make my pinky sting. I want a sister, not a shit. Yes, I am from a rinky-dink town. Republicrats. They take half a step forward and then they double back. They speak with a gay lil. They tilted their great kill. Spilt on the AIDS quill. With the dregs of a Kegoseki smuggled down the leg. You make my karma puke. You who refuse to disarm a nuke and keep bringing Marmaduke. Anger, like Margaret Sanger sitting on a bloody coat hanger. I built a Planned Parenthood out of transparent wood and fiberglass. Cybercast from the Tigris and Euphrates to the Khyber Pass.
And I'm leaving right now because this is disgraceful.
Geronimo, there's no such thing as anonymous. To the IR Eskimo, and things are getting worse. There was laughter after nap because it can't be reversed. Little thought in my knot, ooh, you make it hot. Send a puff of steam out my ears to make the bleeding brain grow. Since when is shave the norm? I'll take these depraved deform, enslaved conform, wedge letter, bedwetter, cuneiform. You call hirsute first cue, smoothness a trivial pursuit. I hope you Nova Scotia like locks from Nova Scotia. Breakfast in bed, twists in the bread, pretzel dough model. How much does the challah cost? Grandma worshipped pretzel coatl, and Gramps made a damn nice lampshade. They stretched his tan flesh out like a band-aid, without the sterile pad. As a feral lad, did you feel in peril, Dad? Roam home to a dome on the crest of a neighboring hill, where the chores are all done before they're begun, and eclectic nonsense is nil. What's that on your beard? A tiny ivory black power fist facial hair comb. I'm building geodesic domes, calling Rico Kasich Holmes. Ma, origami magi roam. Eve, Mika, Rizza, Evil JD, Nazir is Osiris, NJ Live, AZ, Rakim, Cormega, Cage, Mr. OC, I'm Anime, I'm Monami. It's abundantly clear, there's profundity here. It tickled pickle clowns and comics when I liberated one of those fancy meshy office chairs and called it trickle-down ergonomics. Little thought in my knot, ooh, you make it hot. Send a puff of steam out the ears to make the bleeding brain grow. I can rhyme anything, like a palindrome or Morse code to make the bleeding brain grow.
This is a free chartered bus to the protest.
Genevieve. She had a whole henna sleeve that said, who cares what men achieve? Under her arm, America's Wrong, by Erica Jong. Leaning against the bus, she said,
no blood for oil.
I said, no cut for soil. She said,
no bills for spills.
I said, no swill and gills. She
think
said,
globally, act
I said, so your frontal lobe will react vocally. She had tits. Two of them made her WFMU shirt look like Woo FM. She wore some hot shorts and let out some sort of snot snort and said,
you like my belly necklace? You want a smelly breakfast?
I said, okay, Miss Fish Fillet, shall we stay at the Swiss Chalet?
Yeah.
$4.95. I broke out the travel size astroglide and said, baby games, there's no proof. The paper told the truth. The Castro lied.
Stick it in! Stick it in! Stick it in! Stick it in!
One size fits all. One size tits, yo. Hoist, yup. Hoist up. Me first. Now twirl. Reverse. Cowgirl. Crikey. Sploosh. Nike. Swoosh up the dikey. Touche. Put my mini big skinny twig in her guinea pig camel toes. That's how the sample goes.
What do we want? Yes, when do we want it?
Literally went from red to green. Literally, vaginally, drenched with sweat and the stench of pet. Finally, French the wet. Uzi what's it? Flew through the Uzi butts it. Not a modicum, a lot of cum.
But I want more. More cum.
That scene, come where that cum came from. I follow politics to ball all the chicks. Cross-pollinate, then call it quits.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. The girl I just slept with has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. The guy I just slept with has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Yo, you gotta
The guy
go.
I just slept with,
Out.
he's gotta go.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Bye.
First.
Later.
Wow, man. Oh, you're so clever.
All right, so you're gonna
Do an intro. Do an intro right now.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
Yeah, you know what
Right
I'm
now.
saying?
You got a measure left.
Hey,
Quickly. You got a
No
measure.
one can
All
yo.
right, rip it.
I make deaf tunes, take from MF Doom and Jeff Koons. No one left for the restrooms when I got on stage. I can rock the mic to Silence by John Cage with the arty flavor. I shoot the gift like a party favor. Flip the script and make it do cartwheels. Feel smart, steal hearts, and start meals with chocolates. I drop gems like I got holes in my pockets. Why talk? Heck, oh fuck, I catch wreck like a tow truck, silly kid. I'm iller than the Iliad and flow more than Showa. While you're so corny, you gotta soak a toa. PEMDAS effects, the #1 skirmisher. I'm in the house like furniture, pessimist. I push the envelope off a precipice. I push the envelope so hard it says excuse you. Take two and pass, make you spin on your ass like a green paint sprinkler on white grass. I'm rapping, son. You're not my dad. If you think outside the box, you're trapped in one. I'm advancing the art form, depantsing a fart storm. Some people don't like thinking, I guess it's too hard for 'em. My dope duds don't touch soap suds. I keep it realer than Rotoscope does. I keep it more gully than Jonathan Livingston. Brag rhymes have no lag times. Acrostics, narrative, Fibonacci, challenge poems, declarative palindromes, manifestos. My 5 fans can attest, yo. Coming soon, Morse code, Kirigami, Krikigami, Kirigami, origami, bombard you with retardulous wordplay. Rhymes come so easy, I issue harsher restraints. And if I had any rhythm, maybe you'd finally faint. The way I communicate can make a freaking eunuch mate. I write first person, light verse in a white hearse, and I'm the NE plus ultra of B plus culture. My goal is to make you go holy free holis. Jesus H Christ, where H stands for holy crap. To boldly rap into the outer reaches, this doubter teaches defining God as aligning a divining rod with your reclining bod. Cause life is fickle, hellish, anemic, sickle cellish. Dude, You'll get chopped up like pickle relish. And when we perish, we're, what's the term, dude? Worm food, worm food. Friends' memories fade. You're remembered by what you've made. So I intertwine my mind and my rhymes in a braid. I bungee jump into my grungy dump and come up with a trust fundy, dust bunny, spongy clump. I got a very goth towel, a terry cloth cowl, and when I wear it, I'm a hairy moth owl. I always wanted to be as good as the Hova intro.
Look, everybody, a garden.
Not just a garden. This is a very special garden.
Look out!
Zip, zip, are you ready for partying? I need your field trips, signed by a parent or guardian. But I understand if no one wants to sign it, cause some people find vulture shark sculpture art just a little bit dangerous. Culture heart, there's bunny loafer on a sofa bed, and igloo turtle leaps a big blue hurdle overhead. Little orphan dolphin gets endorphins from golfing. She's looking lucky and reckless, thanks to her tumbleweed bumblebee necklace. Let's watch a newborn gorilla dip a blue corn tortilla chip. There's Hamstergram to Amsterdam with a robo-action, a hobo satchel perched on an ampersand. Don Quixote with the Calder stash is riding Don Quixote. A sign says, "Don't touch!" Balderdash. As if the oil on my skin could mess up an outdoor steel statue. What a bucolic setting. A whole house made of bedding. It's getting cold out. Oh wow, a wedding. The groom wore a costume, a very goth towel, a terry cloth cowl. He said, "I, hairy moth owl, take you to bite off my head all the time, to lavish and mold me in quickness and stealth till death or we part." And you? The bride, a turtle dove, replied,
"You may kiss the fertile love inside my girdle glove divine."
Vulture shark presided as host and proposed a toast. He said,
"Make your woman a mama, damn it, and spread more seeds on the planet than a pomegranate."
He copped a lepidopter, a helicopter, the buffet table with butter frogs and mice, a chopped liver goose, licking logs of ice. I said, "Beg pardon, I brought the happy couple a caterpillar egg carton." We had our fill of turkey sandwiches made from Trey's hands, a butcher paper tablecloth with glasses of cran. Marriage isn't an individual decision. I ran over the bridge and explored the park store, run by Rebecca Pigeon, selling tight, terrific, site-specific environments. Vulture Shark Sculpture Park that's depicted by farmers' garments.
Check 'em out. Vulture Shark Sculpture Park. Type terrific, site-specific environment. On Haynes BCT's farmers' garments. This stuff will not wash out on its first wash. We got bunny loaf for bread on a sofa bed. Igloo turtle leaping a big blue hurdle overhead. Amsterdam to Amsterdam perched on an ampersand. A newborn gorilla dipping a blue corn
Is my distance from the mic proper? With olive green all around, professors and skate punks rock SD Paul's wall of sound, and there's an anarchist bookstore. There's more than you look for. Core of local folks wait for late lift. There's often a great drift to the shop for the Wednesday night 5 to 8 shift, cause the clerk at work is the prettiest gal in town. She cries during Allentown, a precocious socialist, and she's willing to pal around. She's twice as cool as the kids from her high school, and every Wednesday after French Club, she used to work with stuffed mastodon in the basket on her bicycle. If Noop Chomsky was from the Bronx, he'd have been assassinated promptly. She said he was from the Bronx. He said, you know what I mean, ignoramuses. Oh boy, what a pain this is. So the only paid employee, the manager, came for culture, not accountant, and a girl put a flyer up above the water fountain. She carried clandestine $2 mescaline in her blue-collar message, plastered with stickers that said food not bombs, sex not prompts, and critical mass. That bastard voice talent snickered. Nice graphics, but that's just half-assed agitprop to piss off a traffic cop. Aw, shucks. Can it be I'm too lazy for potlucks? If not, my friends am I willing to cook for, and we're chilling the anarchist bookstore. Shit. Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you? Will Barnes & Noble harm the global? Will Amazon come? Your Grandma's gone, Mom? No! Voice Talent, the rapper, had a rapport with the stripper whore he'd vote for long before he'd vote for Tipper Gore. He re-equipped the store with the new credit card machines that put zines in their places. He said take back the streets is more like take back 4 parking spaces at the most, and left to host the Sunday showcases. He was all dressed in tinsel, yo, but he couldn't convince his friends to go. They were like, Voice Talent, you put on a minstrel show. He said someone's psychotic, someone took too much semiotics. Furthermore, he thought someone can tizuck mitsotic, but VT was the opposite of TV. He'd never accuse someone of being PC, cause it's so freaking dumb to say the term arose on the Columbus Day quincentenary, when the Republic was honest about the conquest and wouldn't party as they had previously promised. If someone uses a non-offensive vocabulary, then that person is considerate, not PC. If someone has a heavy-handed agenda, that person is narrow-minded, not PC. Unless you mean Providence College, PC is as meaningless as the president's apology for slavery. Maybe PE should be on the radio, and not just in the African-American Norton anthology. Will Barnes & Noble harm the global? Will Amazon come here? My grandma's gone, Mom? Barnes & Noble harm the global? Will Amazon come here when grandma's gone, Mom? Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all?
Burping and farting, burping from slurping the carbon dioxide, farting from digesting gas in the intestine. Burping and farting, burping from slurping the carbon dioxide, farting from digesting gaseous intestines. Burping from slurping the carbon dioxide in sugar water. So delicious, yet less nutritious than a booger snotter. Gas burps from fast slurps which come back and blast chirps through the esophagus. It smells like a sarcophagus. Chewing gum swallows air, and straws at air too. Did Big Bro ever burp? Shotgunning homebrew? Too much makes you puke, and so does the flu. Purging's great. Never urge a date to regurgitate. Burping and farting, burping from slurping the carbon dioxide, farting from digesting gas in the intestine. Burping and farting, burping from slurping the carbon dioxide, farting from digesting gas in the intestine. I said, farting from digesting gas in the intestine. When gas spurts my ass hurts and it blows back my grass skirts and tartans. Don't be disheartened if you fart in a crowd. Silent but deadly, the cloud wasn't loud. If I got more gas to Gulf, I'd coal-fried foods and emit some sulfides, or else... What a mouthful. Pass me a charcoal pill. Scratch that. Give me that dar hole grill. Coming at ya, mate. You flatulate. The gas that you ate, it's really just nudie in vaporous form. Mine is so fresh, the paper is warm. I took a peek at the Duke-a-Rika and found lentils, a diamond, and corn. Eureka! Burping and farting, burping and farting, burping from slurping the carbon dioxide, farting from digesting gas in the intestine. Burping and farting, burping and farting, burping from slurping the carbon dioxide, farting from digesting gas in the intestine. How could it be so smart and so stupid at the same time?
I am only a poor humble cockroach, but creative expression is the need of my soul. I'm little and I'm ugly and everybody sneers at me, but I'm a poet and my heart holds a flame.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to share with you a special talent. It ain't so hard to do, it's called time traveling. Well, I woke up this morning feeling quite unpleasant, found I couldn't enjoy my present. So I sat up in my bed and tried to superimpose things my eyes would have rather saw in front of my head. I was time traveling, teleporting, darn tootin'. Well, I traveled back to a different time when people besides rappers enjoyed the rhyme. One thing I can't comprehend is why poets nowadays don't call rhymes their friend. Maybe I could be their friends too. Well, I must have been doing something right, hung out with the type of people who wrote, edited, and updated Strunk and White. I was a traveling troubadour, village storyteller. I'd like to think so. Well, it got a little bit cold in my old log cabin, so I devised a new mode of time traveling. Instead of visual superimposition, I tried my hand at writing fiction about things I ain't did yet, but intended to do, and thereby make 'em happen. Well, all of a sudden my seat felt trembly, found myself on a school bus to a school assembly, where my supergroup was performing. Well, you can be in my supergroup on one condition, that you're my best friend musician and don't mind unpaid conditions. We was invited to the high school by the Peace Club to fight the Fight Club on their 100-watt light bulb radio station. Well, at that station, we met a kid about 13, painted our school bus green and called it the Joke-a-Minute Brain Machine. He was bipolar, avant-garde, high roller, savant-tard. Well, on board that bus, I don't know why, I got a hankering to learn to cry. Now, learning to cry was quite a chore, just like doing anything you ain't never done before. I was log fluming, jet streaming, quite relieving. Well, I could have gone for the rest of the evening, or perhaps till the world ended, when a moan from my girlfriend did bring me home next to her pillow, looking so gorgeous, don't like me to say so, thinks it's shallow.
I don't want any credit or any salary. All I ask is the right to create my immortal poetry.
tires stopped. A rich man stepped to the clerk, busted her chops. I make more green than algae. Loop-de-loops with ice cream scoops. Now I just nostalgia.
Oh, really?
Because I got coops of well-fed pheasants. I made my web presence on the backs of dead peasants. Got all types of cash, and I'll talk trash like a hyperspaz till my mouth catches diaper rash. She said, can a man remain posh without being brainwashed? Is it really y'all websites, tennis whites, and playing squash? What a jerk. Was he trying to flirt? As the clerk got back to work, another guy went berserk. A crazy guy with a paisley tie, one glass and one lazy eye came in. His brain was spongy, grade D lunch meat held together with the scrunchie. Wait till you find out what he said! If y'all are so destitute, how come you're dressed so cute? Sometimes it's best to toot my own horn about my idiosyncrasies. I video pig pussies, I shoot my own porn. Cause it's wrong to rape a slut. It's wrong to penetrate the paper cut where an origami drug scraped her butt. I'm pacing and passionate cause my cupcake had hash in it. Look, a dopey fairy's chasing a doggy-topia. I'm gonna help her with catching it. I'm out of here. The clerk, she just rolled her eyes. You could say he told her lies, but she'll let any old tramp in. Nothing sold is no surprise, and they're lamping.
Chilling indeed.
At the anarchist bookstore. Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? As the clerk worked on a blurb about herb, another berserker jumped in off the curb, wearing a metal mask. May I help you? She unsettled asked. Outside there's an army of metal faces, and in several cases, they're ready to dettle places. This is it. Adults will need protection, she said. Yeah, but what changes when you're done? Nothing, like the results of an election. He said, oh, so I should just call it off, go back to the house, douse the Molotov. Listen, you want to see your city in flames because you're full of pity and blame. You just want the freedom to sit at home and play video games. Maybe we could train some grain aggression if you came for a training session. He said, I don't want to volunteer. I'm calling y'all in here to splash some sack and smash the Mac and get outside. It's action-packed. I don't know if you are, but all of you look poor. Now let's leave.
I ain't going in there.
The anarchist bookstore! Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you?
Do you know what the moral of that story is?
Who cooks for you all?
Story?
Yeah, it does kind of look like he's been sucking on a loco weed.
Hey, far out, like wow, like.
You wanna try some LSD, man, mixed with cyanide and antifreeze?
Hey, man, I told you.
Tripped a lot out here in the woods lately.
I never did like him anyhow.
You won't get away with this, cracker.
She looks me direct in the eye and replied,
I can feel it. I can feel it.
Good morning. I mean, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to tell you about an experience I had this morning in San Francisco. You know, I'm staying in the hotel downtown, and I had 2 hours till I was rendezvousing with my beautiful girlfriend's beautiful girlfriend. So I took a little walk outside the hotel. I walked up a street with a name that's probably familiar to lots of people, but new to me. But it had an old name, and there was a marquee. It kind of looked like a movie marquee, or maybe the The type of thing posted outside of a motel or maybe even casino. But it wasn't any of those things. It was some kind of sign that belonged to an old gas station tire shop, and it was closed because it was a Sunday, and it said, "Americans are slow to hostility. Winston Churchill." And I thought, isn't that something? A big marquee with the Winston Churchill quote in the middle of San Francisco. And then I went to Walgreens to find my Tom's of Maine ginger mint fluoride full toothpaste. But all they had was fluoride free. And there was a woman at the counter with a parrot on her shoulder. And she said, yeah, my parrot is 44 years old. And the people behind the counter at Walgreens and next to the register chatted her up, and they said, "Oh, we really like the way the red feathers are so deeply red." And I was like, man, 44, now that's old for a parrot. Kinda old for a person. And the lady said, yeah, these types of parrots live to be into their 60s. And I was like, good for you. When I noticed a stream of parrot shit crawling down the back of the owner's t-shirt. And I thought to myself, either no one noticed the parrot shit on her back, or more likely, she doesn't mind parrot shit on her back. And I was like, lady, don't brush against me. In fact, go home, don't buy anything at Walgreens, change your shirt, potty train your parrot, or don't go in public. And then I remembered how Americans are slow to hostility. And I thought, well, maybe in a crazy town like this, you pay for the happy Winston Churchill quote with the nasty parrot shit. No mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad does at stake, yo. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad does at stake. War is hell. Let's withdraw in our tortoise shells, retract our antennae, pull in our feelers, make comparisons realer than Garrison Keillor's in Lake Woebegone. Not Obi-Wan Kenobi on Cineplex Odeon silver screen. Channel 13 spreads the good word like Woodward and Bernstein. Why belabor truth? We killed off the saber tooth, and next is our neighbor Ruth. Bader Ginsburg! I'm terrified, scared, yet with a rarefied air. Mankind suicidal. Those who decide all the bombings need bridles plus a muzzle. There, that does double. Wuzzle scuzz bubbles and commence the snowballing. My friends, I'm so calling you out. Over here! Like a reconnaissance scout. I hope that you die and your death will come soon, but ours will come first, cause we're only civilians. The bazillions, quintillion, fazillion, quadrillions are earmarked not for us, but for the fear-mongers, cause they'll be here longer than a mere singer-songwriter, or being a wrong writer. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad does at stake, yo. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad does at stake.
Not one will know of the war. Not one. Not one would mind neither bird nor tree if mankind perished utterly. Not one. scarcely know that we were gone.
Bared witness, scared shitless, pusillanimous, hitless. Banker war, canker sore, hanker for more. I'm in feebler health, you can see for yourself. I'm small, green, living trees like a Keebler elf. Ooh la la, what a boo-ha-ha. Bared witness, scared shitless, it's probably just business for a banker war, canker sore. Even the anchor sorta gullible too. What a hullabaloo. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take bad doughs at stake, yo. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take bad doughs at stake. The stranglehold, don't let the mangle hole. Village is detangle cold. War info, we don't know what war info. It's sinful. The news is home to censors who write choose your own adventures. Turn to page 20 for something strange, Andre, no way. I'll never obey. I'm low like my copay. Kosovo's okay. There's no excuse for heroics. Who's responsible for the predictable results of our actions? I only know fractions of facts then. The interested factions don't use flags, they use logos. We'll know the real rogues by wherever the dough goes. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad doughs at stake, yo. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad doughs at stake. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad doughs at stake, yo. Make no mistake, expose the fake foes and those that take mad doughs at stake. It's lonely at the top of a mountain. I found quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. I break them in and tame them, take them in and name them. Grab them by the mane, it's hard to explain to the layman. We hit the dusty trail. My musk is the dusk, a lusty smell. I got a rusty musket and a bucket of muscatel. We cross gurgling brooks, I give up curdling looks to burgling crooks and fertilized nooks by high noon is dry gloom and time for siesta. Something the rest of the world gets to digest the second full meal. I let the goats tear around. I got my sombrero down against a weeping willow. It's now my sleeping pillow. That was a whippoorwill. My wife does what a stripper will and wears enough leopard print to make this your shepherd squint. I fountain quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. I fountain quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. I fountain quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. I fountain quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. Just like we say at the Seder. 1 year later, let's be at the equator, where anything's possible, only objects are obstacles, and all the jobs are cool. University was supposedly unity plus diversity, but since that was a falsity, it just didn't work for me or anybody. I'm not getting a 9 to 5 to line the hive. I'm resigned to deprive myself of stuff I don't want anyway. Now I'm chilling with my own peeps. I've grown cheap. Just like the well-known stereotype. I can't relate to Hasidim, but they're distant relations. Pinch off their payas and they're convincing Caucasians. Not white, not black, and not in between. But if religion's a race, well then I'm in agreement with bad people. I fountain quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. I fountain quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. I fountain quotes when I'm out counting mountain goats. I fountain quotes, and I'm out. Fellow kibbutznik, my goats have been eating dry, little bone-shaped, colorful things all week. They need some fresh cabbage. Bring on the cabbage.
Cabbages, cabbages, yum, yum, yum. Cabbages, cabbages, give me some. Cabbages for breakfast, cabbages for lunch. Cabbages all the time, munch, munch, munch. Cabbages, cabbages, yum, yum, yum. Cabbages, cabbages, give me some. Cabbages for breakfast, cabbages for lunch. Cabbages all the time, munch, munch, munch.
How do you like that cabbage, Blitzen? Buy low, sell high, I know. Well, why? You reap what you sow when you keep what you owe. You get what you pay for. And if you bet, then you stay poor. Probably. I won Jiggy Jiggy Zippos, playing Hungry Hungry Hippos with Fugly Ugly Strippos. Gambling is great, I've been fortunate. I got a rambling estate with a porch in it. Or more like around it in the form of a horseshoe. I got pickleball, badminton, and tennis courts too. I got day-old locks in my mailbox, FedEx and dry ice. Even my lights lead a fly nice lifestyle. So hot it makes my wife smile, somersault and do log rolls. I filled my dog's dog bowls with well water. My spoiled daughter said, Dad, every ivy is thriving and lively. I didn't get A's, but please don't deprive me of the ivory tower. How are you gonna get me in, huh? How? Good thing I rub shoulders with club member card holders. It turns out, number 1 is least expensive, but number 2 is least pretentious. And I don't want my baby backstabbed smack dab in the middle of the Mac lab when all she's trying to do is email her dear old dad. Please, she's the bee's knees, geez. My son burst into tears. I wrote his name in red ink and cursed him for years. I want a sister, not a shiksa. Did you know both black and Jewish women wear wigs? What a coinky dink. I put my hands down their pants and made my pinky stink. Drenched with sweat and the stench of pet, I Frenched the wet whoozy whatsits, squeezed their oozy buttsits, put my feet on their bottoms and used them as ottomans. Then make them start vacuuming. Bear witness, this is business acumen. It's one step at a time, your rep's on the line. I told mine to respectfully decline. Here's the deal memo. But the real MO is to steal demos. It's exciting back in ends. I'm writing Pank and Friends, lighting frankincense, roasting mini marshmallows on toothpicks over candles, holding hot mugs of tea by insulated handles, called terrestrial reasonings. But what is this cold ginger tea? The rain brings back the pain of an old injury. Holy Moses, I got scoliosis. As part of me feels my artery slowly closes. Are you in there? Are you sleeping? Are you reading? Can I come in? Do you want me to leave the door open a crack? I can see from the crack that I left it open that your light is on. Are you reading? Don't you think you should go to bed? When did you go to bed? Did you sleep well? When did you get up? How many hours did you sleep? Don't micromanage my psycho damage! You need a winter coat. That coat is not warm enough, and it doesn't fit you anymore. That's a spring coat. You need a winter coat. It's winter now. Where do you want to go? The Gap is just around the corner. You want to go to the Gap? Oh, so what's cool then? Do you have pubic hair yet? Fuzz? Did it get bigger yet? Do you have sexy thoughts? I noticed when I washed your underwear that there was a nocturnal emission in it. Or are you using your underwear to masturbate into now? Oh, if you don't want me to know, then you can start washing your own underwear. Yeah, man. So have you had a girlfriend? What defines girlfriend nowadays? Did you kiss? Do you have a girlfriend yet? I understand that I can't really give you permission to date. You would do it anyway. Do your friends go on dates? Fabian is tall. Has he had sex yet? Do you want me to teach you how to shave? I know that I'm not a man and that I don't shave. And I know there's no man in the house. And your brother's not gonna teach you. Somebody needs to teach you how to shave. Look, you have a mustache. Are you growing a mustache? Because it's not a real mustache. It's time for you to start shaving. You're too young for a straight razor. Once you start using a straight razor, it starts growing in thicker and thicker. You don't want to start shaving every day, do you?
Hey, baby. Do you know who I am?
A special time for XM. MC Paul Barman. In the house! On the 1 and 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. Let's try this.
Alright.
I was battling all night with Madeline Albright and Jocelyn Elders with Jocelyn Elders. It's fate, isn't it, to meet Kate Winslet. I'm the main champion of Jane Campion. I think about all the pube I got while reading the Rubaiyat and make babies wearing bunny slippers while the JBs rock the honey drippers.
I think you're cute.
Hey, baby. Do you know who I am?
Croque Monsieur. It's a cheesy comestible, something that's edible.
How many calories?
A blast furnace in the words that come out of it. Croque Monsieur.
Sounds funny.
Put it in the toast sandwich thing and it comes out perforated and divided diagonally. I let my hair air dry, thereby getting more hair pie. He wants to fire blanks in Tyra Banks.
Ooh.
She likes Schwarn-Quim lasses with horn-rimmed glasses. But Cindy Crawford wanted the clean version if that was possible. I'd keep a tidy room for Heidi Klum. I'm immersed in Kirstie Alley's Thirsty Valley. I would snore or sleep on Laura Prepon. Shall I keep on?
How often you get your face slapped?
I feel the pubis of Mila Kunis. I'm stretching holes. Who's Gretchen Moles? I crunch Tandy Newton like a candy crouton. And I'll disrobe Lisa Loeb. Natalie Portman had my abortion. Darva Conger makes my larva stronger. Lisa Bonet, I'd like a PCO day. I would fizz early inside Liz Hurley.
You and everyone else.
So said Eddie Webb, because he has such a steady web and flow when we're talking about the Hub Chicks. It's Toby and Lori. They're getting chubby and growy before me.
XMU!
Do it! Toby's G-spot. If only I had that extra little piece of 60-degree tilts.
Be nice now.
I'm a brainiac with a veiny sack resting on the brow of Erica Eleniak.
Who's that?
She almost shrank off when I said take your top tank off. I draw 1,000 times better than Robert Mankoff.
George Bush has a gorgeous tush.
I'm seeking tacking things in Maxine Hong Kingston, which brings in Amy Tan. She said, lay me, mon. Cynthia Ozick takes off her clothes quick and likes exposed brick. I don't want to slip my slim sword in. Kim Gordon. Letitia Costa is easily the boss-ya. Sigourney Weaver has a thrashing horny beaver. I'm listening to Winter Wars when I'm having intercourse. Winona Ryder. Condoleezza Rice, on your knees the price. I had a hyper collabo with Piper Parabo, and she had the same booty stench as Dame Judi Dench. I did Cyndi Lauper, Indy Plopper. I lathered up Lara Flynn Boyle on paraffin oil. Reese Witherspoon, please with her soon.
Neville Chamberlain's the devil that did Strangers In.
I put Tawny Welch's Punani Felch while her mommy, Raquel Welch, belched.
Mums and daughters like Gilmore Girls?
I fed Red Wilson the dills, then the bed drills in. And I'm discovering mad mountains and hills in Emma Wilson.
Oh my.
AKA Red, take me to bed. Make me a sled.
I'll make you a slave.
You know, all flat. On blades. Like Sarah Hughes, who needs a new pair of shoes. Hey, we tried. Yo, 1, 2, 3, valedictorian in the place to be, MC. What do we do when we have our own kids? Give them 12-year bids just after the bars come off the cribs? Work within the system? Make them listen to the darkest lecture in the architecture of a prison full of purity-scarred security guards? It's sure to be hard. Recess, right rush hurriedly to the yard. Back to school nights of visitation, right? Some boredom is the warden. They'd be less ignored in private schools, but can you afford them? And even then they're fair to middlin'. They fiddled with the mates' diddles, and then they got the riddlin'. ADD, another dumb doctor's complicity. I'm about to substitute teach, no TRACT. So when the states fail and they can't make bail, we'll hold a jailbreak/fake bake sale. Slow on the uptake, while below in this cupcake there's a file mile wide with a reviled style guide. Current events, comparison, contrast, cause and effect, embarrass and bombast. 5 paragraphs, each start with a topic sentence or hooked for pop ascendance. So much plop, of course people stop attendance, and this court loves to drop defendants. Let me leave an illusion dispelled. 98% of the graduates matriculate cause the other poor suckers get expelled and ultimately sent to jail. We could re-educate with art, but we ain't got paints. You can take your budgetary constraints and fudge it up your hairy taints. That means you, principal asswipe. You worse for class than sass or grass in a glass pipe. This isn't hyperbole, it's reality verbally. And we don't need weekends, we need every day between. If you might die when you're 20, then you're old when you're 15. I know, I'll reopen the Gold Mountain School and bring back to us the abacus as a counting tool. Y'all know what time it is? This is my Bauhaus. We run around when it's nice out and nobody kowtows. Mau Mau's had answers, and there's black, white, gray, pink panthers. I noticed last week clicks got more fluid. You did it, got through it. All the peeps we went to school with'll get a new set of overlords. So throw down till next go round and throw